Tasia and Salim are an engaged couple in the midst of planning their wedding. They return to his ancestral home after the death of his last blood relative, an aunt. But the home hides a horrible secret. A restless ghost haunts Tasia, and she must help the spirit achieve peace before it takes over her life and threatens her marriage. It's a big call, but I'm confident with this one. This is the best and the creepiest Indonesian horror movie of 2025. And unless Yoko Anwar can all of a sudden pull a rabbit out of a hat or does a surprise release of Satan Slaves 3, then I don't think anything for the rest of 2025 will beat this one. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I'd rather you watch this movie instead of this review. But honestly, I haven't enjoyed an Indonesian horror film like this in a long time. Even The Demon Bride, which I thought was a damn good film, isn't a patch on how creepy this title is. So what makes it creepy? Well, it's atmosphere. It's pure atmosphere in this film. From its lighting to its post-production work to its set design and its music, everything combines to provide this eerie, uncomfortable feeling as you're watching this film. Now, it's not just the horror as well. I also like the way the audience is made to feel uncomfortable about the photographer, February, I think his name is, his unwanted advances on the bride-to-be. The reaction of the other characters in the movie really helped to highlight this particular one. The theme of the butterfly is explained much later in the movie, and when it does, their presence in the movie makes absolute sense. They're not just a pretty symbol, they represent something very important to the ghost in the film. This movie does something very rare for Indonesian horror movies, and it doesn't rely on religion. Well, strictly speaking, that's only partially true. There's some Chinese-style religious ceremonies in this movie, but it's great that the Chinese diaspora in Indonesia is being recognized with its own horror movie. Now, I still haven't explained what I found creepy about the movie other than the atmosphere, have I? Well, I liked the progressive possession of Tasia. I found that to be especially creepy. Definitely after she starts to wear that butterfly pin in her hair. When the engaged couple first discover the dead body in the walls, they realize they need to conduct a ceremony to satisfy the ghost. And then the audience, we, are treated to this, what I feel is quite an outstanding supernatural scene where we get, go through the tragic moments of the ghost's or the bride's life and then their afterlife as well. I really, really like those scenes. And this is all brought to life by a very fine performance from Zulfa Maharani in her second ever horror movie. Her first was Jourdy back in 2020. I think that one came out. And that movie turned her into a supporting actress from dramas, romances and TV shows into a leading lady. She has a knack for horror, and I would be keen to see what else she can do in the horror sphere in Indonesia. I think it's obvious. I kind of really enjoyed this one and I really recommend this to you. So using my patent pending ghost rating, which does stand for great horror or stupid trash for ghosts, is what I give this one. It's a very high rating, and I have checked some of the other reviews online and I've found that this movie does sit around the 2 to 3 ghost range, which I feel is a little bit unfair. And perhaps there's a different audience watching the film than I am, and that's fine. Everyone should be agreeing or disagreeing with their opinion about movies. This is my opinion of the movie. I think it is fantastic, and I would be keen to know what you thought of A Butterfly House. I am the Arty Dance. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, join the Discord. There's a Discord link in the comment section. I'll catch you next time.